Hi, I'm Kevin Klein, City Councilor for Charleswood, Tuxedo, Westwood. Last week, I had a great question sent to me via email by a reporter at the Metro. And it really made me think because the question was, what are your objectives for 2021? And it made me think, and it put me back to my time when I was in the private sector. Executives that reported to me would get an email from me very similar to that at the start of November. And I would ask them, what are your career objectives for the coming year? And I would use that not as a measuring stick of the individual or as an accountability tool. I would use that for me so that I knew what I had to do to help that person achieve their objectives, because that's part of my responsibility. If we want to be successful, we have to make sure we're working together so that everybody is successful. So it really put me into an interesting place, and I had to take some time to think of my response. And I thought, well, why is it any different now than it was then? Well, the difference is I'm not the boss, you are. And I wanted to think back about all the phone calls and conversations that I've had, and even just casual meetings, walking in the park or, online through a DM, or even comments on Facebook pages or on our Zoom meetings, or even before that when we had town halls. And I thought, I wonder, what is the message that I'm hearing the most from you, my boss? And this is what I would like to see for our city, because I think that this will help me in my career. So I sent back to the reporter and said, 2020 was a challenging year. It's a year that left, lasting and devastating effects on us. Our city faces new challenges today, and we will face more. And we're facing new division. We're seeing division in our society that we haven't experienced in a really long time, and some of us have never experienced. And I believe that residents, you want leaders, us, to take responsibility and address the critical issues in our community head on. In 2021, I want to change City Hall. I want to change City Hall from being a tax collector to being a service provider to residents. It's in our name. We are the public service. Think about all the negativity that we've heard about. Photo radar everywhere. We're ticketing people that maybe put up a fence here, or they didn't have numbers in the back of their garage, or they didn't have. We all of a sudden became tax collectors. That's all we are. How can we get more money out of you? That seems to be what City Hall has become. I want to change that. And I will work tirelessly, and probably very much alone, but I will work to introduce policies that will increase accountability and efficiencies within the public service, because that will lead us to being service providers. Let me tell you this. If you focus on providing excellent service, your revenues grow in the private sector. I think revenues will grow for the city. Good services make great cities. How many times you drive through a city, you see their gardens are taken care of, or their signs are beautiful, the curbs are fantastic, the streets are great. What do you say? Good services make great cities. I will work in partnership with businesses, not-for-profits, the arts, and residents to find creative solutions that will grow our local economy and that will build a solid foundation for our young people. Today, we have doubled the debt burden on our young people. In just the last few years, this city council has doubled the debt from about $700 million to about $1.4 billion. And that's on our kids. That's all on our kids. I want to work to build a solid foundation for our young people, not leave them a hefty credit card bill to pay. What I share with you on these videos is not meant to be a criticism or angry. I believe in the city of Winnipeg. I came here a long time ago through business, through a corporate position, yes. I could have moved to another location and done my corporate position. I chose to stay here because Winnipeg has been very, very good to me. And I want to give back. I am so excited about the future of Winnipeg. I believe that our community and the residents of this city have so much potential. Think about what has come from this city. It's unbelievable. And there's so much more out there. So my objective for 2021, and I think beyond, is that I just want to do whatever it takes to unleash that potential in our city. To do whatever I can do to unleash that potential for you. If it's helping you get a permit, if it's helping you establish a business, whatever it is, I want to unleash that potential. Because if you're successful, I'll be successful. Somebody else will be successful. It's like that hair commercial. They told two friends, and they told two friends, and so on, and so on, and so on. We need to get rid of the attitude that we're just tax collectors. We're here for the money. And we need to have vision for tomorrow. That's my commitment. I want us to become service providers that you're happy to pay taxes to. That's it.